So look, I went into Nezha 2 not really knowing what to expect because honestly I'd heard bits and pieces about the first one but never got around to watching it, and let me tell you, this movie absolutely blew my mind in ways I wasn't prepared for. It's now China's highest grossing movie of all time and became the highest grossing animated film globally, surpassing even Inside Out 2, which is just insane when you think about it. The thing is, this is a rare sequel that amplifies both its action and drama without sacrificing what worked in the first movie, and that's something you just don't see very often with animated sequels these days. On a purely technical level, this is one of the most impressive achievements in animated cinema of the 21st century, with nearly every frame feeling like a painting despite being 3D animation. I'm talking absolutely gorgeous visuals that made me feel like I was watching art come to life on screen. There's this early scene where a powerful being slashes through the sky creating a portal to the dragon's underwater lair, unleashing waterfalls of scorching lava and monsters, and it just sets the stage for these epic confrontations that keep getting bigger throughout the film lost in anime. The action sequences are legitimately some of the best I've seen in any movie this year, animated or otherwise, and it's a film that runs over 140 minutes and continuously raises the stakes and spectacle for its entire runtime. The story itself picks up after the first film where Nezha and Ao Bing survived a catastrophe as spirits but their bodies were destroyed, so Master Tai tries to rebuild them using a 7-colored precious lotus, though numerous obstacles arise during this reconstruction. What really got me was the relationship between the bratty demon child Nezha and his noble dragon prince buddy Ao Bing, which is the emotional core of everything. Ao Bing's spirit ends up temporarily attached to Nezha's body for 7 days, and if Nezha can pass 3 trials to become immortal, he can get a potion to restore Ao Bing's body, which creates this urgency and emotional weight throughout. Now I'm not gonna lie, the film has some tonal issues because it varies wildly between self-serious spectacle and wackier humor aimed at younger audiences, and honestly some of that toilet humor got old pretty fast. Both films include humor that might puzzle Western spectators, and there's this maximalist quality with dense exposition about all these gods and mythological elements lost in anime that can feel overwhelming if you're not familiar with Chinese mythology. If you're planning to watch this, you really should watch the first movie first because otherwise all the master-student and parent-kid relationships will baffle you, and trust me, there are a lot of characters being thrown at you constantly. But here's the thing that really worked for me. The emotional core comes from Nezha's heartfelt bond with his parents, especially his mother, and there's this theme about how those with an angelic exterior might not be the good guys while the pariahs deemed monstrous might have a more commendable moral compass lost in anime. The scene with the mother's passing is especially powerful and really tugs at your emotions, and I wasn't expecting to get hit that hard by an animated movie about a demon kid and a dragon prince. The biggest issue is that Nezha himself is kind of an irritating protagonist whose journey is less interesting than the more nuanced supporting cast, while Ao Bing feels both ethereal and grounded as a character, which is a weird problem to have in a movie literally named after the main character. And yeah, the film tries to achieve too many things so it loses focus compared to the first one, even though it's technically more impressive. The running time definitely feels its length sometimes, especially when you're getting monologues about complicated backstories from dozens of characters before they go into battle. But despite all that, I have to say this is visually spectacular with a hyperactive sense of humor, and it's a technical and narrative triumph that exceeds expectations. The action choreography is insane, like there's this sequence where Ao Bing faces an adversary who can transform into electricity and teleport through water, and it creates this otherworldly brawl that consistently delivers in-your-face visual spectacle lost in anime. I left the theater feeling like I'd witnessed something genuinely special, even if I spent half the movie trying to keep track of who was who and what celestial politics were happening. It's ambitious as hell and mostly pulls off what it's trying to do, which is create this massive mythological epic that also has heart. Would I recommend it? Absolutely, but go in knowing you're signing up for a 2.5-hour roller coaster that demands your full attention and maybe a quick Wikipedia read on Chinese mythology beforehand.